Hey guys, welcome to the second video about wholesaling. In this video, I'll be showing you guys exactly how I go about finding wholesalers and how to contact them and just exactly the whole process. So guys, Bashar Ketu here, Amazon and be a seller mentor. As I explained in yesterday's video, I am not a wholesaler myself. However, I have been reaching out to wholesalers in the industry, my friends in the industry, wholesalers who are doing 7 and 8 figures doing this game in Amazon, and we have a close relationship that they were able to mentor me. That way I can, share my knowledge with you guys. The reason why I'm doing this because I have been getting, requests by many of you guys, many of you, my students, and also my followers, inquiring about wholesaling, what I think about it, and just kind of share some knowledge and some tips that I can share to pretty much help them out. So guys, once again, if this is your first time to my channel, be sure to subscribe to it as I post daily videos about Amazon, FBA, and other topics when requested. On Sundays, I do something a little bit different. I post about how to make money online, other ways aside from selling on Amazon, how to create a YouTube channel. Last time I talked about Facebook groups, how important they are for your business and growing your business, and exactly how to approach them and how to post and things like that. So you guys can check out that video. But aside from that, let's go ahead and kind of jump into exactly, some basic knowledge that you guys need to know, as I shared in yesterday's video about wholesaling before going in. I mean, you have to really be established business before you actually become a wholesaler. It's not just like Amazon where anybody from anywhere in the world can just jump on, do product research for a couple of weeks, maybe a month or so, launch a product and then go about it. You actually need to buy those products from a manufacturing company or the distributors, and these guys don't just deal with anybody, okay? You need to have your ducks in a row. Number one thing, you need to be incorporated within whatever state you are, wanting to do business in. It's got to be in the U.S. from my knowledge at least. So you've got to be, so let's say if you're going to have your suppliers, ship the products directly to you, you can't exactly, be incorporated in one state and then have them ship to a different state, okay? They have to do business with you, your company, your address, everything has to be with the same state, okay? Because these products, once you purchase them, they're actually going to go to your warehouse or your facility. You're going to wrap them up and then send them to FBA. They're not going to be ready for FBA, okay? So you actually have to create prep. You have to prep the products. It's not like your Chinese suppliers. They package them getting ready, and they send them over to your supplier or to your Amazon warehouse. You create a shipping plan that way. Your suppliers or your distributors have to ship directly to you. So number one, you need to have your corporation. Number two, you need to have an email address that actually corresponds with that corporation. So it can be like, so let's say if my company is, Wholesaler US, that's the company, the name of my company, it can be like, wholesaleus@gmail.com. It's got to be more like info@wholesaleus.com, or like Bashar at, wholesale.info or wholesaleus.com, so it's got to be a professional domain email address. And once you apply for your domain through GoDaddy or whatever hosting company, you actually can get the rights to create emails under that domain. That way, if let's say you have more than one employee, or if like your wife or your fiance or boyfriend or cousin, or you bring on a partner, you guys could be, Jason at wholesaleus.com or Steve at wholesaleus.com or, Stephanie at wholesaleus.com. So these are two things. The third thing, as I was explaining in yesterday's video, you need to have a website. Website has to be legit. It's got to correspond with your, with the same product that you are selling, with the same company that you have. So it's got to have the same logo, same everything. The other thing is just pretty much having an address, a business address that you will not ship to your home. And at least the ones that count, the suppliers that actually mean something, right? Now, as far as doing product research, it's literally as simple as going on Amazon, scouting out Amazon. You can use, apps like Jungle Scouts and whatnot, but you can really just go on Amazon and look for products that you think will sell, and here you actually look at the BSR. So in private labeling, I don't look at BSR. In retail and arbitraging and in wholesaling, you do look at BSR. I typically say anything below 75,000, but really in this case, I would look at something below 10,000. even below 5,000, and it's in the main category. So let's say 500 in toys, 200 in office supplies, things like that. You look at these kinds of things. Now, as far as wholesaling altogether, what it exactly is, in my opinion, it's private labeling and arbitraging kind of smashed together. Okay, so with private labeling, you're actually creating your own listing, you're optimizing, you're promoting it. Nobody can come and hijack it. It's just you, which is what I love, right? Arbitraging, it's more you're just finding products selling elsewhere, like at a retail store, online, whatever, and then you're going to find a listing for that supplier, for that manufacturer, and you're going to go ahead and become another seller under their listing, right? With wholesaling, what you're doing is you're combining the two. So you can actually order the product on and on and on. So it's not like arbitraging. Arbitraging, you maybe get a hold of like 5, 10, 15, 20, 100 units, but once they run out, they run out. That's all the supply the place where you got them from have, right? With wholesaling, once you find a product, you're actually not going to deal with the middleman. You're going to deal with the manufacturer, with the distributor. So you can order the product on and on and on and on, right? So that's what the similarity is comes to private labeling, because once you find a supplier, you can always keep ordering. Now, the cool thing about wholesaling is that you don't need to create a new listing, optimize it, do the keywords, description, all that, be perfect, whatnot. You find a brand that's already sells well, and you just tag along. You become another seller. Now, the bad thing about that is that you're competing against all those sellers. Let's say you buy a product for $6 a pop, $2.50 is FBA and Amazon referral fees, and you're selling it for $10. You're making $1.50 a pop. But then all of a sudden, all these competitors, all these sellers start dropping their price. So there is the possibility that you may be breaking even, or your profit is very little, or even losing. Okay. Also, the profit margins are not that large because you're looking at quantity rather than actually selling a couple products. So like when we private label, we're looking at a $10 profit a pop. Okay, even $5 profit a pop. If you make $5 a pop on wholesale, that's great, because their margins are very little, right? Because they're looking at quantity. You sell a lot because you're going after products that sell hundreds of units a day. You're sharing the buy box with a few other sellers, so you get 5, 10, 15, 20 sales a day from one product, and you have a lot of products. I know a guy that does 8 figures, and he has hundreds of products, you know what I mean? And he does literally a lot of volume. It's crazy. He has a big warehouse, and it's insane, right? So it's a full-blown business. You're not just a seller on Amazon, on your computer. You actually need to have a facility. It's a full-blown business, right? Which is cool. I'm not exactly into it, but I may be going into it. It kind of is interesting me, but let's kind of jump on the computer and let me show you exactly, how product research works and exactly how you can go about, contacting suppliers and kind of go about it that. So before jumping into that, I just wanted to share this is my YouTube channel. I got 700 subscribers. Thank you very much, guys. I was just at a couple hundred a few days ago, so it's been actually, going up very fast. Also, I go live every day Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and I'm trying to add Twitter here. So if you guys want to kind of join me live, I talk about the same subject that I actually, make a video about. So be sure that you guys check out my live streams here, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time in California. It is approximately, 11:45 right now. So about an hour, almost 2 hours ago, that's when I went live, and I post a video, and I make a video, and I post it here. Also, first link in the description is going to be to my mentoring program if you guys want to join that. Ask questions about it. I do have a couple different, options. You could either do just the mentorship, which is $40 a month, or you could do the full course with the videos and the mentorship, all that. And I have a payment plan for that. It's only $133. So you guys should definitely check it out. It's the first link in the description right now. So let's kind of jump into, exactly how you go about, finding products for wholesaling, right? So let's say you go on Amazon.com, and that's pretty much what it is. So you go on Amazon.com, and let's say you select the category that you like, working with it, whether if it's toys, clothing, grocery. So let's say grocery and gourmet food. Let's kind of click on that. So right here. So grocery and gourmet food, right? So that's something that I see a lot of wholesalers, going into. That's also something that my wholesaling buddies told me to pretty much check out. So let's say you go on something. So let's see here. So cold beverages, warm beverage. So candy and chocolate. So candy and chocolate. So that's always a big seller. Even baby stuff. So let's say hard candy and lollipops, right? So you go about that, you select that, and then you find, something that sells well, right? So let's say, and then also, if you're going to like bigger brands like Jolly Skillets, it's probably going to be tougher to go into bigger brands than smaller brands. Number one, because there's a lot more people wanting to go in there. Number two, it's because you are just establishing, maybe once you have a few accounts, like 5, 10, 15 different accounts, then maybe you can, it's like a resume, once your resume kind of builds up, it's easier for you to find jobs and get into bigger jobs than it is in the beginning. So maybe in the beginning, look for, smaller products, smaller brands, brands that are actually, okay, right? They're decent enough. They're not as big, but they also have the volume, right? And you want to go after, things that have like good, like right off the bat, something that has, like the more reviews, the better ratings, the better the product. So let's say whatever this is, let's kind of go ahead and jump into it and see exactly how it does, right? So you go into this product and it's called what is this? So Icebreakers or whatever it is. So you go in there and then you go down to the BSR, as we were saying. You kind of got to check and see how the BSR is. Right, so the BSR is 1,042 in grocery and gourmet food. That's pretty good, guys. That's actually pretty awesome, So that's not bad. 1,000 in gourmet food. So gourmet food is a pretty large category, and being 1,000 there, having 228 reviews, almost 5% or 5 star, reviews. That's pretty awesome. So pretty much what you want to do is you want to, go up there, and so this is the name of the company, right? So it's okay. Why did everything's selected? So Icebreakers right over here. So what you want to do is you just want to go to Google, right? And you just go to Google search and you pretty much try to pull up the company right here. Okay, awesome. So Icebreakers. Okay, let's just make sure that that's exactly what we're looking for. Okay, so this is it right here, right? This is the company right here. So what you want to do is you just want to go ahead and go on their, on their actual website, right? So is this the right website? So Icebreakers ebook. Okay, so that's not it. Let's go back and check out. So what is so Icebreakers, ice cube sugar free. Okay, so ice cube sugar free. Okay, so that's what it is. Let's kind of try that and see what we come up with, right? And then all you're doing is you're just going on their website. So Hershey's Icebreakers. Okay, so it's actually by Hershey's, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see here. So it doesn't exactly say. So the company. So if we actually go ahead and click on the Icebreakers, if we click on it, we'll see what other products they have. So it is actually Icebreakers. Okay, so Icebreakers cubes. So Icebreakers ice cubes. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's search that. And see what do we get here. So it keeps telling me that it's by Hershey's, right? So it keeps saying that it's Hershey's. Let's see here. Walmart. Okay, so I'm not finding a website. It keeps saying that it's by Hershey's. So Hershey's might be the distributor for this company, right? So let's just kind of go ahead and maybe try a different product for a change here. Let's see here. So if we go back and let's do something different, right? So skillets, as I was saying, it's a little bit more competitive product. It's a bigger product. So, I would want to maybe stay away from that, at least in the beginning. Let's see. Okay, so this has only 9 reviews. What is this? So Icebreakers. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this bad boy out, right? So Hones or Honeys or whatever it is. So this is the name of the company, right? So let's go ahead and search this right over here under Google and see what we can get. Okay, so this is it right here. All right, cool, awesome. So do you see here? It's just the actual website of the company. So you go on the website, and then you're going to look for either like resell, wholesale, contact us, something, right? So it just kind of depends on what you can find. So made in Italy, blah blah. Okay, so it's an Italian brand. Okay, so email us retailer inquiries. So retailer inquiries, that's exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for, sometimes it'll say, reseller or whatever it is they're trying to do, so brands interested in. So they actually have, so this company actually has more than one brand. Now that's pretty awesome. That's kind of the, as I was learning, they were telling me that sometimes you want to find distributors that actually have more than one product. So they're not the actual manufacturer, but they're the distributor, because the distributor isn't, although some companies are their own distribution companies, but a lot of times when you find a distributor, they will have, they're typically niche specific. So they'll be into like grocery or into toys or into whatever. And they'll have, companies, like tens of companies that are actually, within that same niche. And then you can actually go into it and pretty much find out exactly, what companies they have and then try to contact them in regards to that company. So you click right here, Hones, that's the company we want, store name. So you just, fill in your information. So my name is, we said Wholesale US, contact name Bashar Katu, phone number, state California, best time to call, anytime or whatever time you want. Email address, make sure it's legitimate email address, confirm email, and then comments. Hello, so you just say, hello, my name is, Bashar Katu, and, okay, I can't spell, Bashar Katu, and I own a large online retail store, or e-commerce. So e-commerce store on Amazon. And listen, there's no problem with you saying that you sell on Amazon. On Amazon, I am inquiring about becoming a reseller of, okay, I can't spell it right now. Reseller, like this, right? Of Hones products. Please let me know what your requirements are, as I also would like to view all available products, or something like, I would like to view the category. Or let's say if you're not only, you found out that they're actually distributor of all these brands, you go and search them on Amazon and see how they're doing, and then you maybe even contact them in that regards. And then once they give you the products, what you do is you go back to Amazon and you actually find whether or not those products are good or not, and then maybe, from Hones you're only gonna find, 2 products or 3 products that are good. Now, some of them or a lot of them will actually, instead of it being just an inquiry like that, it'll be more of an application. One of the main things they're going to ask for is social security number. They're going to ask for your reseller permit number. So you need to have a seller's permit in your state or the state you are trying to sell in, okay? So that's something you really need to get. That's why I was saying it's important that you get incorporated first before you go into trying to actually, find suppliers and whatnot. You need to get your website ready. You need to get your company going. You need to have your ducks in a row before you approach wholesalers. That way they can take you seriously. Otherwise, this will just get submitted and nobody will even give a shit about responding to you. You might get an auto response because just saying, hey, we got your inquiry, we'll be, in touch with you in 24 hours. And if they even give half a shit about you, they might even say, sorry, we can't do business with you right now. Or they'll just ignore you, So that's the thing, because they're getting tens, if not even hundreds of inquiries every single day. They really need to kind of pick and choose of, from who they're gonna be doing business with and who they're not gonna be doing business with. So, guys, once again, Bashar Katu, your Amazon and BSL mentor. If you're interested about private labeling, link in the description. First link, jump on board with me. 2 different options. You either do the mentor program alone, where I actually analyze your products, answer your questions, pretty much give you my cell phone number. You can contact me anytime. Or you could do the full course with the videos A to Z, 55 videos on how to become a successful Amazon seller and locate multiple products with a minimum profitability of $3,000 a month. Private labeling is the shit. I love it. That's all I do. Once again, guys, Bashar Katu here. Smash thumbs up button if you like this video. Also, subscribe to my channel for future videos. I come live every day, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Aside from that, y'all, thank you very much for being part of this amazing channel. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.